So, another SUV. This time is the Volkswagen Tiguan in Highline trim.
I happen to like SUVs, but then again I also like sedans, wagons, hatchbacks and sports cars. So maybe I just like things that serve a purpose. What is the purpose of a VW Tiguan? Well, what purpose does a VW Golf serve? I say that because both resemble one another, and if anything, as they share the same MQB platform. And the Tiguan, with its taller ride height, larger cabin and less intense existence, is the Golf that grew up from being the Fresh Prince and decided to be just Will Smith. Plain, but gives him flexibility to be more than just a rapper with baggy shorts. This is the Highline version that costs just under 170,000 ringgit, the other being the Comfort Light trim for 20,000 ringgit less. The Highline version brings chrome roof rails, electric tailgate, LED headlights and fog lights, keyless access and 18-inch Kingston alloys. Power comes from a 1.4-litre 4-cylinder turbocharged petrol engine. It's, a brilliant engine, being smooth and powerful and all. Of course, I only had the car for 4 days, so quite a few people may argue about my perspective for this engine. Fair enough.
I don't want to go there first. I want to talk about SUVs in general. Isn't it a good time to be in the SUV segment? SUVs do not have to be the way it used to be. There are a few things that it can totally disregard. For one thing, it does not have to have four-wheel drive, or usually it's all-wheel drive, not four-wheel drive, all-wheel drive. It doesn't even need to do that. More and more SUVs now are just front-wheel driven, as this Tiguan is, and then it doesn't need to have humongous amount of power with a mountain of torque. Well, it makes sense because it doesn't need all-wheel drive, right? So like this one, the Tiguan, now it runs with a 1.4-litre petrol engine. Of course, there's a single turbocharger, so there's a respectable amount of, respectable, you decide. It's 150 PS, which is roughly 148 brake horsepower. Not a lot, but actually it doesn't feel so bad. One thing also, you come into, this is one of those cars, one of those vehicles that I call honest. Just go in, put on your safety belt, check your mirrors and all that. Did I mention switch on the engine, check the mirrors, and then you just drive. You don't have to check whether you're in sport or comfort or in eco mode. This thing, nothing. That's your electronic parking brake here, pretty good. I am split about electronic parking brakes, but yeah, it moves respectably. It's not slow in any way, in any sense. But then again, it's a VW engine. Okay, if you discount all the things about Dieselgate and reliability issues, they know how to build an engine, and this is just another one of those. You know, there's power in it. Okay. So SUVs nowadays, it does not need four-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. It does not need a huge amount of power. This one is turbocharged, thankfully, because no way this is going to work without a turbocharger. It's a 1.4-litre, it's a TSI engine, 1.4-litre TSI with a single turbocharger, so it makes about 148 brake horsepower, 150 PS. I think it's about 250 Newton meter, plenty. 250 Newton meters of torque is plenty for something like this, something of this size. In fact, the most important factor, the most important quality that an SUV like this, a modern SUV, needs to have is it needs to be practical.
If being practical means it takes care of the little details of driving, then yes, it's got automatic LED headlights, keyless access and cornering lights. There are aircon vents at the rear, while the interior is in a typical Volkswagen grey colour. No big surprise with the Vienna combination leather upholstery. Not super high-end stuff, but feels good to touch. A nice detail I like are the small pockets by the base of the rear seat. Perfect for mobile phones. The boot has 615 litres of space and goes expectedly much larger with the rear seats folded. There are also some hooks and a 12-volt socket back here. I find the plastic trim visually pleasing, brings a subtle and sophisticated feel to the cabin. Good news if you are a table kind of person, because there are two here which folds when not in use. There's Park Assist, which helps to park the Tiguan for you, automatically. Yes, it does work, but sorry I didn't get to capture it on camera. Next time, Ken? Inside, there's ambient lighting, 3-zone air conditioning, Park Assist, 8-inch touchscreen and active info display, a name that embarrassingly escapes me when driving, as you will find out later. Overall, this is a cabin that works, sophisticated looking without trying too hard.
There's a lot of space back there. My children never complain, so I'm happy, and I don't think anyone can expect a bit more. The price at 169,000. This is the size that you expect to get. It's got a powered tailgate, which is very good. What else do you get? Yeah, you get this very nice 8-inch entertainment unit with 8-inch touchscreen. It's very fast, it's very quick, works very well. It's one touch for navigation. Then you can download some apps. You get the car data and all that very quickly, just one touch, everything. It's very clear. It's even at the brightest days, I can fairly see all the information on the screen pretty well. Of course, you get this electronic display. Volkswagen calls it something I cannot remember. I'm going to put it here. So you get that digital instrumentation panel. It looks cool, especially when you put the map, the navigation map, right there. But the problem is nobody uses, well, not a lot of people uses navigation, inbuilt navigation anymore, because of a certain application on your phone that, well, at least 2 applications on your phone that does navigation much better because it provides information, traffic information basically. So, and that's important nowadays. Okay, so we are not at Putrajaya anymore. I just got out from that place because I'm going to talk about ride and handling, and I do not like the road surface of Putrajaya. It's bouncy. It's smooth, but it's not level. It's tragically not level. Where is my... Okay, here you go. So yeah, now I am on the SKVE heading towards Kuala Selangor and all that. Banting, yeah, Banting. But honestly speaking, no one is going to drive this car like a madman, right? It's not made to take corners like a race car, of course. It's fast. It's not race car fast. It handles well. It doesn't handle race car well. So yeah, the handling part is good. How about the ride quality? It's decent. My benchmark is the Subaru Forester. The Subaru Forester is better. This is not close. This is not close, but it is good. I'm not saying that it's uncomfortable. It's important for me to stress that. It's just that, yeah, like I said, my benchmark is the Forester, and the Forester would handle that much better. This thing, it would handle the secondary and primary ride quality is very, very decent. It's very, very decent. It's better than the previous Tiguan. Yes, it's better than the previous Tiguan.